I'm going to walk you through just this second location, and it doesn't really need an expert to tell you just about some of the alarming conditions over here. In fact, one of the first things that were picked up, as I've mentioned throughout this inspection, that officials have been combing through these food items one by one, checking expiration dates. Some of them don't have them. Many of them have been rubbed off. They've also been complaining about issues of packaging, saying that some of these products are not in their original packaging. Some of them don't even have barcodes, which makes it very difficult to trace this food item. Among some of the other issues that were picked up just from this Spaza shop alone, apart from its dilapidating roof, which has holes in it and gaping gaps as well, where food items are sitting directly, you can only imagine the kind of things that would be able to have access into the Spaza shop directly to food items and sources. It's also the issue of the discoloration of some food items. As I've mentioned earlier, some of these food products not having barcodes or even expiry dates at all. There was also quite an alarming shelf where there were actual cleaning supplies, chemical supplies sitting directly next to food items, being sauces, tomato sauces, mayonnaise as well. Another big one has also been the damaging of tin items, pilchards, beans in these tin items that have been damaged entirely. And this is essentially the process we're seeing. This is in fact the Spaza shop owner. We're going to try and speak to him. Sir, I mean, what is happening right now? We've seen the inspection, the guys, what are they telling you to do with these food products now? What are they telling you to do with these items? What are you doing with these items?
I want to cancel this.
They want to?
Cancel.
And where are you taking it?
To return this.
Yeah. And what are they saying? Are they going to tell you to close down your Spaza shop?
I don't know when open now.
Yeah, and this really has been the reaction from many of these Spaza shop owners. As you understand, this is a sting operation. Many of them caught off guard and having to be told by officials the direct issues and the direct, one could say, significant health risk and hazards that they are posing to the community. It really, Iman, would not need a health expert when we walked into this specific Spaza shop to see that this is a clear violation of even not just health and safety, but also just the conditions in which some of these food items are placed. But again, it also stems to the issue of the community. If they had not been able to see this, if this is not troubling for them, many of them saying that they don't mind this, many of them saying that they need these sort of establishments. But again, that issue that was raised of saying that it should not just be a compliance that is done off the back of the fact that there was tragedy within a community and that there are still investigations happening, but rather it should be a regular operation that is done to curb what is really a mushrooming crisis in terms of Spaza shops, especially in townships where there is very, a lot of lack of compliance. And so what we do know officially from the officials here, they say that they will be taking some of the food items here that is under investigation. They will be testing them as well to check for any contamination as well, and to also investigate where these food products are from. They've been asking the Spaza shop owners as well, do you have any sort of proof of purchase? Where are you buying this from? Which warehouses are you getting it from? Many of them have been unable so far to actually provide that documentation to the officials. That was in fact the first one that we were at, and that was the reason cited by officials why it had to close. They could not verify or provide any paperwork in regards to where they are getting their supplies from. Some of the items that have been questioned here are corridors. You can see that some of the food here that has been supplied, when we were speaking earlier to one of the residents saying that some of them, the expiration date is from at least last year already. Things that should definitely not be on the shelves. And they continue, of course, to ask the Spaza shop owner to account for these items that we're looking at right now.
Guys, sincerely, I've noticed that Spaza shops are run by Somalians and they all have same pattern of running this business. But my question is this: why is it that anytime the authorities burst into their shops, they must find either rotten things, spoiled things, or expired things? Like, why is it so? There's no shop that authorities, like South African authorities, will enter that they will not find something that has been rotten, like a rotten food, spoiled, expired. Like, why? So all this while, this is what South Africans have been saying. Now imagine the Spaza shop owner. He knew that all those products were expired products. but yet he left them there and continued to sell them out to South African citizens. And when those people confidently buy those goods without even checking whether it has expired or not, when they finally get home but notice that this good has expired and they try to return it, the Spaza shop owners will never collect it. They will never collect. They won't even refund the customer. For me, this is pure scam. So my fellow African brothers and sisters, this is actually to bring to your notice what foreigners are doing in South Africa, especially the illegal ones, what they are doing in South Africa. So kindly judge this and see for yourself. How will you feel if foreigners are actually doing this in your own country? How will you feel? How will you react? Now, communities are stopping foreigners from opening new Spaza shops in their communities simply because of what is going on, simply because of what has been going on. And for me, I sincerely stand by those women. I sincerely love what they are doing.
Kunomama ofake ama-container ayi-2 and umphakathi uthi awafuni esifuna wonke amakula athuthe eDaveyton. We are not going to allow la ma-container ukuthi avule because of izinto ezenzakalayo. Abantwana bethu bayafa, ba-resetha ditho sebodileng. We don't want anything. So we are saying community eDaveyton extension 3 phansi ngamakula asiwafuni more containers aditloga. The message is thina nangabe bona abavali sizozenzela community. We are starting now. Lama container mawuqeda ukuhamba khona iPakistan eli1 la lisemchachosi lizolandela nalo liyahamba. As I'm saying ukuthi we are going to approach her Shoprite, Pick n Pay, babe li mini markets around because babulele ama businesses wabantu bethu. We know ukuthi they are here to kill us. If you face a problem yokuthi ngwana urekile ntho yakho maPakistan ngumufile chelete wena, don't call us. Asikhulumeni nabantwana bethu nezikulu zethu, instill this ukuthi akuthengwe maPakistanini, they are here to kill us. So anyone orekang koteng asingeni, bantwana mabafa asingeni, because we are preaching this gospel abantu abezo. Everything about it is fake. Yabona tshwera right yabona. Rabona ko di WhatsApp bana le fake. Ba manufacture anything and everything that you can think of. So ngone umuntu athenga ukudla kune poison kunokuthi ayi Pick n Pay awokhe. Manje uyakhona uku-order online bakulethele i-grocery. We can even create ama-jobs. Abantwana kube nama-bicycle, kube nayiguta zethu. Barekele bathu burotho khoseng, barekele grocery. All that. We do have plans. We fail like government.
Kudos to the South African women that have stopped foreigners from opening these new Spaza shops, because let's call a spade a spade. What the Somalian guys are doing in South Africa is quite alarming. Like, it's not good. We like, these people will be like, these South African women will be like, we gave you a place for you to do your business. We allowed you into our country for you to do your business and take good care of yourself and your family back home. But rather, you that are foreigners, you now turned against us and start poisoning our children. What have we done? What wrong have we done by allowing you into our country, giving you a space for you to do your business? You now turn against us to take our lives and to poison our children. That is very, very bad. Like, is not good. Then another thing I love about this video is those women, I guess they actually came to protest against the container that was there for business, right? But rather they ended up singing. Like, these people actually came for protest, but in that video I saw them singing happily. That's also one of the reasons why I love South Africans so much. Even when they are sad, they are singing. Like, anywhere you see them, they are singing. I love that so much. I love that so much. Nothing even shows that they were actually sad, not until they began to voice out their problems, right?